Hello, and welcome back to the channel, and yes, I now have a wizard hat. Sometimes while playing Dungeons & Dragons, you can have what you think is the best idea ever, only for it to blow up in your face, much like what happened to the player of this next funny D&D story. If you like my videos, be sure to click that like button, as it really does help the channel out, and if you're not subscribed already, click the subscribe button and click the bell to be notified of every time I upload a video. With that said, let's hop right into the story with my wizard hat. Big thanks to Reddit user Tankoman for allowing me to narrate their story. A link to the original post will be located in the description. That time I was a new player and kidnapping women and children just seemed like the heroic thing to do. This is the story of my third session of D&D ever. I was playing a neutral good nature cleric. The game starts with a town getting attacked by cultists. A certain merchant, or something, in town seems to be cooperating with the cultists. We don't much like that. The party splits up. Half of the party goes to investigate something. My character and the Hexblade Warlock decide to go to the merchant's house to interrogate him. When we arrive, we find the merchant is out. His wife, however, is home. That is when I have the most brilliant idea. Quote, "Excuse me, ma'am. Would you mind terribly going upstairs and pretend to be kidnapped by us so that we could get some information out of your husband?" End quote. I roll persuasion. It's terrible, but I have now exposed our entire plan to her. She begins attempting to run out to get help. I do the only logical thing. Ask the Hexblade for help in grabbing her and tying her up. We do that. We begin dragging her upstairs, where the merchant's kids suddenly appear, curious about the commotion. We are now committed to this. We assure the children that we are the good guys as we tie them up. We go back downstairs. Neighbors are now banging on the door, having heard the commotion. There are only two of them. We assure them that we are the good guys as we kidnap them too. The rest of the party shows up along with the merchant and the city guards. This is now a full-blown hostage situation. The merchant begs that we release his wife and children. We insist that we are totally heroes trying to do the right thing, and the man sobbing on the ground, begging for us not to hurt his family, is the bad guy. I insist this will all become entirely clear if only the guards send the merchant in for me to tie up and interrogate. The guards remain unconvinced, and tell us to release the hostages and leave town and never return. Module successfully derailed. Heroics achieved. Neutral good status earned. OP definitely had a solid plan that just didn't work out, and then proceeded to snowball way out of control. I personally love when stuff like this happens while playing Dungeons & Dragons. I think it adds to the fun when absolute chaos ensues. Do you have a story where you made a plan and it just didn't work out while playing? If so, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. If you have a story you'd like to hear me narrate in a future video, be sure to go and post it on the subreddit r/DnD Doge. And also be sure to follow me on Twitter @DnD Doge, where I post funny memes and stuff. Anyways, I'd like to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I hope all of your rolls are natural 20s. Until next time. I really like this hat.